Pressures are good, they can make us better, they can help us improve, but when unrealistic, they can lead to negative outcomes. Hi, my name is Emmanuel Adebayo. I'm an adolescent health researcher and expert, and today I will be sharing my thoughts on how to identify negative pressures and overload that comes from expectations among the adolescents and what to do about this. Stay with me. People generally expect things of each other. Parents have expectations of their children, children have expectations of their parents, and the society has expectation of us all generally. Expectations themselves are not bad. They are actually good. They push us towards becoming better people. They give us goals to achieve. However, when these expectations are unrealistic, that is, the expectation does not match the capacity of the individual, or that the expectation outweighs the capacity of the individual, then it can lead to negative pressures or overload. Now, for children and adolescents, when the expectation of their parents is a lot more than the capacity they have per time, it can actually lead to overload and negative pressures for them. Adolescents are just individuals who are children in adult body. That is, they are closer to being children than they are adults. Generally, because we see what looks like adults, we expect adult behaviors from them, but this is not true. They are actually just children. Development stage is such that the mind, the brain is still not as developed as that of an adult, and therefore they cannot essentially behave as adults even though they have adult bodies. So these expectations that come from parents, from the society, can lead to pressure overload. What are the signs of overload? Number one, incessant complaints of headache, stomach pain, muscle pain, and tiredness can be a sign of overload. That is, a child is experiencing negative pressure. Number two, shutting down and withdrawing from activities and people. When an adolescent shifts or moves away from activities that they usually enjoy, not that they change activities. So there's a difference between, oh, I used to like soccer, now I like something else. That's just a change in activity. But when they withdraw entirely from activities and from people, is a sign of overload. Number three, increased anger and irritability. That is, they become so irritable, they lash out at people around them. Number four, change in sleeping and eating habits are also signs of overload. That is, an adolescent changes what they eat, changes how they eat, time they eat, or time they sleep. They do not get enough sleep. These are signs of overload. Another sign is difficulty in concentration. An adolescent gets easily distracted, is a sign of negative pressures. What do you do about this? First of all, as an adolescent, number one, seek help. It is important that you seek help. Talk to someone. Talk to people around you that can help you. Talk about your problems. Talk about your challenges. Talk about how you feel. Number two, set small goals. Do not overburden yourself with unachievable goals. Break your goals into small, achievable tasks such that you feel a sense of joy and happiness at every task that you are able to fulfill. Number three, focus on what you can control. For example, you can control your actions. You can control your feelings, you can control your reactions. What you cannot control, ignore. Examples, how people feel, what people think. You cannot control what people think. If you do something right, people will feel somehow. If you do something wrong, people will feel somehow. Focus on your actions and your reactions and ignore people's reactions, because you cannot control that. Lastly and importantly, assess yourself and accept yourself. Assess yourself. Identify your strengths, identify your weaknesses. Build on your strengths, work on your weaknesses, and accept yourself. Now, as a parent and as an adult around a teenager that you notice, or an adolescent that you notice is beginning to experience and show signs of negative pressure, what do you do? Number one, listen to the adolescent. Listen. It's important that we listen. Sometimes as parents and as adults, we have prepared answers. We have ready answers for every situation. Sometimes you do not need to answer. Sometimes you just need to listen. Number two, offer to help the teenager with stressful tasks. And adolescents have tasks that is stressing them out, assignments, homework, project that is stressing them out. Offer to help them to reduce the anxiety. Number three, have healthy expectations of your adolescent. Healthy and realistic expectations. Not your reality, the reality of the adolescent. It's important that your expectations match the reality of the adolescent, not your reality. Your reality may be higher than that of the adolescent, but you need to be able to ensure that your expectation of that child matches the reality of that child. I hope you learned something from today's video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have questions, please put it in the comment boxes and I will be sure to get back to you and respond to your questions. Could make a video about the questions if you like, and if you have suggestions for me about videos you would like to watch, please put them in the comment boxes also, and I will be sure to get those videos. Thank you very much.